guys, thank you so much for joining us on an episode of Inspired. Today I'm here with Jessica, Miss Maddie, Miss Tanya, and myself. We're going to talk about something a little interesting. We're going to talk about how we can use ChatGPT in our daily color theory knowledge as like our secondhand man. So I never thought to do this before, and then these two youngins.
I never thought so either. Maddie actually taught me.
Okay, only because I was trying to implement your color line with what the colors that I'm used to using. So I typically use Mara colors, use the aqua line or the Forever Lips, and we were trying to shift over. And I was like, what is the if I have this very nice vibrant pink from the watermelon candy, like if somebody was requesting it to be more berry or toned down a little bit, like what color from Mara could I layer over that would make sense? But also what was my end goal? So it's I was trying to think, and honestly me and ChatGPT were on the same page, and I was like, okay, that's exactly what I was thinking anyway. So now it just kind of made me feel more comfortable. That was what it was suggesting.
I have to say that I fucking love this.
It was just I needed some, sometimes, we can have guidance in so many ways, but we are sometimes out there alone. I mean, luckily I have Tanya, we have you, I have my friend Nicole and back home, and it's just together all these minds, but sometimes it's just need a faster answer.
Yeah,
So
and
how
I
did
feel
that go ahead?
I was gonna say I feel like I'm not too knowledgeable with colors for lips, just because whenever we did lips, we have our 4 or 5 solid colors that we use all the time. So I was very scared to venture off. But yeah, ChatGPT makes it easy. But also too, we don't fully 1000% just rely on it. Well, we use that as a base, and then we'll kind of do a little bit more research on the color and then swatch them and mix them up. So yeah, I wouldn't just solely base everything off of that, but it definitely helps.
Yeah, and you can ask it, can you tell me the CI numbers in that? Is there am I trying to avoid a super white or a very red forward? Where do it kind of just helps you put things into perspective.
I have so many thoughts happening in my brain right now because I'm what was the first time that you were I'm gonna ask Chat?
It was for your client.
For Megan? No,
it was.
It was for, I think, Nicole. Was it a neutralization almost?
Oh yeah, it could have been.
Yeah, it was Nicole. So her lips were kind of cool tone, but not too crazy. But yeah, so first we used the Forever in Aqualine, the LI.
Oh, okay.
And then we were okay, and they were a little too coral. And we were okay, they went a little too coral, a little too orangey. So then we did some research, and it's because they're going to, because they're an organic and blah, 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 versus the Mara colors are more organic and whatnot. So it kind of even broke all of that down. And that's how Maddie, she put in the mixture that we originally used. And then the issue that we had, which it was too coral, and it was okay, so you, based on what we used, how it healed, and where we want it to go. Yeah. So what we used, how it healed, and versus where we want it to go, what's a good mix. And so it just gave us a couple different
out of
mixes.
the Mara colors, specifically, what color could we use from Mara colors that could combat this coral and leave us with this result?
My face is so dorky because I'm
and they'll even put
over
pictures.
Here smiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll do a color chart for you if you ask it. And it's again, this isn't something we always do, but it was just nice when we were kind of we both kind of were just kind of stumped, okay, we don't want to add too many colors. We don't want there to be, and that's what I kind of like about the Mara colors. It's very, very simple. Their colors in there, there's maybe 4, and that just makes it seem like what the healed results are going to be right from the color that's in the bottle. Sometimes other pigments have blues or greens or something that you just are what? What is that doing in there? I didn't realize it was going to be in there. And if you use a different pigment line, maybe it affects. Maybe that would bring out a color. We see botch stories all the time of some crazy things. So, we just didn't want to cause any more friction in the lips. So playing it safe and then, going into it with a simple color. And I think we didn't even have a crazy mix. And yeah, it combated the coral and it left the client with the goals that she wanted, and that was already a win. So then when it came to what other things might I get stumped on that I can ask?
I think it's all about how you prompt it too. I think with you guys, you're
we're very detailed.
Yes.
When I just I just was listening to a podcast this morning, and the lady was the more information you give it. So for example, she was saying take class testimonials and drop it and like create a little custom GPT thing. And then like it literally, so when you go to write stuff, it will pull from those, like if you're looking for something certain, but the more like feed it stories and the more you build the stories up, the more it can give back to you. So it's literally what you guys are doing by giving it all that knowledge first and then having it kick back to you like, well, I got the knowledge because you just told me, and now, but here's what.
Yeah, I was like kind of just comparing, and I had the same thing with a neutralization client where I was like, okay, we did one set of neutralization using the Mara neutralizing set, and I was, and you know, the healed results were good, and she was just like, I would like it to be a little bit more berry. Okay, what color can I add into like layer on top of that neutralization set, like the 50-50 ratio? She's hot and baby lips, and so that's healed out. If she wants to go a little bit more brighter or berrier, or if she wanted to go a little bit more mauve-y, like in what way can I kick this? And it'll kick back with some, you know, possible answers. If you do a 2-to-1 ratio of this, you should get berry, bright, blah, 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 blah. Or if you do this mix and this mix, a 1-1-1, you'll have this healed like these are the healed results.
Which is wild too, because you think it's like taking your guys's like prompt and then it's mixing it with like the knowledge that like, it's grabbing from their website and their color charts and their CICs and their like.
I will say that there's probably a lot of information on like I know there's a lot of information like the Aqua and the LI, and I know Mara has a lot of information on her website, so I think that also helps because both brands have a lot of that information in like healed photos and
so instead of
like
digging through it for 15 hours,
yes,
it's just like,
right.
Yes, it saves a lot of time, and the healed results are like that's what I'm always looking for. If you're gonna post, you know, your fresh lips, I want to see them healed, so I know like when I was picking out my lip color, I was on Mara's page scrolling through like, okay, I really like this Target color. What was their base color? That's pretty similar to my base color. This is exactly the process that I would want. Healed, fresh, or, you know, blank, fresh, or done, healed.
Do you use it now to like double check for your, like just as like a, let's see what it says type thing? Like obviously not like, hey, tell me what to do, but you kind of cross-reference.
Yeah, there was something where I was heavily leaning towards like brownie pink being the like, just like one color that we needed to do to get a client's goals. And like ChatGPT, you know, just kept suggesting like the brownie pink. I'm like,
yes. I feel more confident now.
I was like, you're suggesting the brownie pink? Me too. Tanya was even leading the brownie pink, you know? Yeah, it's always a group conversation, me, Tanya, Chat.
Yeah, just to make sure.
It's a group combo.
Oh my gosh. So I tried it. Remember that day I came to you? I was like, guys, tell me what you did that time.
Yeah.
With your lips. I was like, these are the colors I want to get, but from that line, like I want it to look like that, but I want to use my line. So we kind of reversed it the opposite direction.
Yes.
And it fucking worked. I saw her literally today. She came in today.
Oh, yeah, you did it reverse. So you picked the Mara color. Yeah, and then...
Yeah, I was like, I want to look like that because I just, you know, I like to use what I like to use. And I hate changing it. And then when I change something, I'm like, it doesn't work. And then so I reversed it and did, Mara to LI forever. And I was like, same thing. I was like, I think it would be this mix, like kind of guessing.
In my gut.
Cinnamon toast. I don't remember what the other one was, but I can't remember the other one. But mixing the two together, I think would get me there. And then same thing, it totally was like, that's what you should use. So
like, and as an artist, honestly, I feel like when we're mixing around with colors and we're playing with stuff, we're using our best judgment.
Yeah.
And it's like, obviously, at the end, we all have the client's goals, but like that's the most important thing at the end of the day. That's what we're reaching for. So I'm not going to be just willy-nilly guessing and just trying to, you know, figure it out. I'm going to be mixing. I'm going to be dabbing on the paper towel, making sure that the undertone and the base is, you know, what I'm going for. So there's a lot of factors. ChatGPT helps. Tanya's opinion helps. You know, just knowing, you know, the websites, all any information.
I still use Google. I had a lady in mid-conversation about to go to tattoo, and she's like, I'm allergic to titanium.
Well, hold on. And
I was doing a lip, too, and I was like,
oh, that's crazy.
I got two lipstick colors mixed into this. I should probably just triple check that there's no titanium.
Like, how do you even know that?
I googled the CIs.
No,
but
I mean,
how does she know?
How do you know? That's such a random thing.
There was a lot of things that she was allergic to.
One
of those maybe.
Allergies.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. She just knew all these random things that she was allergic to. So I was like, either you're just crazy or you did allergy testing.
I didn't even know they tested for that.
Yeah.
It's like titanium testing?
Yeah. It is. It could be in her pigments. So I'm like,
Yeah. You get a lot of nickel allergies. So
are we? That's true. Are we using ChatGPT for everything? Are we like brows, liner, lips?
I don't think I'm changing my...
Yeah.
I think with the amount of time like we've spent together, I can pick a color.
Yeah.
But maybe just
sure.
because
maybe
but
for color correction.
I think it might be
Maybe
kind of
for-
fun
yeah.
to
Maybe
like
for-
just
yeah.
put
but
it
I
to
think
the test.
yeah, I'm like even I think with color corrections though, like we're pretty solid on like what
Yeah.
we're doing. Like if I were to use a different line, maybe, but I think I don't think I'm changing my brow pigments anytime soon.
So what do you think is the difference? So like what is it that's different between like using it more so for lips or more and not really needing it for like brows or eyeliner?
I think maybe there's not too many factors. Well, no, that's not true. Okay, there are like a lot of factors when it comes to picking your brow color, but it's not so much like playing around.
Yeah.
Like with lips, you can do so much. And too,
Yeah.
and also you could kind of do like ombre lips, or we've been kind of messing around with layering different colors. And on brows, you're not really going to do that. So
Yeah.
we've done a lip where we started it off kind of light, lighter. And then once we got to like the second and a half-ish pass, we were like, okay, we need darkness. So then we kind of were like, we used ChatGPT like right when we did the third pass, and we were like, okay, wait, we want it to be a little bit darker, but we don't want it to be completely dark. What, like, should we just use it by itself, or should we mix it? And then they're like, no, just use it by itself. So we're also
don't layer
playing
brow
around.
colors? No? Oh.
I have done a mix of brow colors in like
I do
nano
sometimes.
strokes and stuff.
Well,
Like
sometimes
I'll do
if I
like
want
a
like warmth without warmth, I'll layer like a brevet, like a blonde,
Yeah.
and then I'll put like a medium brown on top or something. Like so, sometimes I'll do
in
that.
two separate passes.
Yeah. Yeah, or like
Yeah,
different
no.
dilution levels.
I mean, that's what you
Like
do for color
dilution,
correction,
yeah.
so it's kind of like that makes sense.
But for lips, no, because that
lips.
particular lip, it was like a pink lip, but then we did kind of like a dark color on the outside, like
that makes sense.
as the
On the
lip
border
liner.
yeah, that makes sense. Wow.
Yeah, those are pretty,
Wow.
very pretty.
Wow. I'm like over here, I've been smiling almost the whole episode because I'm like, this is so cool. I'm so old. This is so cool.
There's so many things you don't think to use it for, and then you're like, oh my gosh, why didn't I think of that?
And then the thought, like, I'm weird because I'm always like thinking like the thought behind it, and I'm like, oh my god, that's why it works. Because like you said, like both of those lines are so informative,
Yeah.
and have so much information online that it just goes in polls,
Yeah.
and like lightning speed compared to what we could like ever research to look it up. So like,
And
that's
sometimes
wild.
too, I feel like websites don't really have. I mean, they have to have that information somewhere, but it's not somewhere where we can just easily access
Yeah.
it. And sometimes they're on like stuck. I mean, sometimes they're like on a back page that's not even like posted anywhere, and like you don't know how to get to that page unless like you know how to get to that page. And
Or buried in like hundreds of pages.
right, or it's even like maybe in chat forums, like maybe they pull from like Reddit, and they pull from Instagram, and they pull from all these different things. So like you don't know how to find that information, you might spend all the weeks trying to find that information, and so
Yeah.
they just know where to pull it from.
Could
But
you,
still fact check it just in case.
if,
Still fact check it.
We're
Still
not
fact
advising.
check
This
it.
is
Yeah,
not
I'm not
Right.
advising you to solely rely on chat.
Yeah, it's
But-
a very good base, but still go and just.
You still need a
Yeah,
color
do your
dude.
due
it's,
diligence.
it's like
Yes.
it's having an intellectual conversation. You're just, with somebody who knows or is pulling straight facts. So it's like, it
Does
is
your
nice.
chat talk to you like it's your friend?
No, we don't talk that much.
I
I
talk
set
to
up a
chat
whole
like that.
profile so it knows how to talk.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think I have a profile, but we don't talk. I don't talk that
Like
often.
you give
to
it, you
It's
haven't given
just-
it a personality?
It's a man with an Australian accent.
I don't know. I asked please on my chat. I'm like, can you please?
I do too.
Yeah,
I do too.
of
So like
course.
one day of these,
Yeah.
Like one
I
day
really
if it
like what
takes
you
over
did
the
there, but I
world.
need you to do this.
That is so funny. Oh my gosh. I'm like, what world do we live in that we can literally? It's like a digital encyclopedia.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is
Do
crazy.
you use chat for anything?
Oh yeah.
Do you?
All the time.
What are you using it for?
Just looking up things that I need, or trying to find information about specific things. As far as work stuff, not so much. Like I said, I've got the color corrector, so that's my
That's your
personalized chat GPT for work. But I use Chat GPT all the time. Marketing things and how would this look, or can you put this picture on top of this so that this is the back? Just different things.
What's really interesting, I just like to how did we get here? Okay, so I'm like, okay, so I literally, it was another podcast I was listening to, but it was like, as far as chat goes, it's going to be like our new search engine. Basically, it said like it's going to
Yeah,
take
I don't
over
even
Google.
really use Google.
But what's hilarious is that it's so detailed, like it's. And imagine they say it's at its worst that it's ever going to be, like, and it's just going to get better and better. But you can literally say, hairstylists. I want a hairstylist that doesn't just do this, but does this, that also specializes in this. And if any of our reviews say this and this, that, so depending on how you, it's going to give you
what kind of
within a
prompts
5-mile radius. And this like, it's like, are you?
Well, it does.
The amount of time it would take me to find those icks that I don't like about somebody, and it just kicked it back to me in 5 seconds.
Well, and that's stuff that we're
scary.
looking at. But like my high school, and I know she's not going to listen to this podcast, so I'm not gonna say it, but she came up to me the other day. She's like, "Look at this photo," and I said, "Where did you get that?" It's a photo of her and her boyfriend. Like she aged them probably a good 5 or 6 years, but they're on a beach and he's proposing. She goes, "Isn't this cool?" And I'm like, "I would have
That's insane. That's
I would have
insane.
never thought of
Going
doing
off
that."
of that, I feel like those parents now that get bamboozled on the internet because I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm looking in the comments and it's like, oh, it's clearly AI. And I'm like, okay,
Is it clear?
Is it clear? I just watched a crazy AI
yeah, I'm like,
video.
oh my God, A$AP Rocky just proposed to Rihanna. And I'm like showing everybody and they're like, oh no, it's like an AI photo. And I'm like, oh my God, and I'm over here spreading false information.
And I look really stupid that I believed it.
Yeah. Or this alligator who ate this lady walking her dog.
Yeah,
And I was like,
that
oh my
one.
God, that's awful. And it was like AI.
The old grandma who's friends with the
Yeah.
bear. Like, come on.
Yeah, you
Oh
see
my
the old
gosh.
grandma that's it. So I get on there with like AI, like whatever the animated, like the people, and I'm like, there's no way that's AI. And Victor's like looking at me, he's like, that's clearly AI. I'm like, there's no way, this woman is so cool. And he's like, that's a character.
I
Like,
don't understand it. I like the food eating the food. It's like food people eating themselves. So
oh my
bizarre.
God, we could do a whole thing on ChatGPT and like AI.
The AI, the AI is kind
Crazy.
of frightening, but it's cool for what I'm using it for work purposes mostly.
Yeah.
Like just trying to double check myself, just make myself feel better as I'm figuring stuff out in the moment, or like things I haven't necessarily taken on before, but everything also just to double check, triple check.
Triple check. Oh my gosh. Well, all right. Any other last minute thoughts? ChatGPT, lip color theory with ChatGPT.
It's great for custom color mixes too, and someone has a goal. My lipstick
Maddie's like,
is
actually,
this.
this
Yeah,
is-
my lipstick is this.
Oh yeah,
Make me
bring in
this.
your lipstick and then you tell
And you're
them
like, oh, okay.
Wait, so
This is
you're
the
having
lipstick.
it the topical makeup color?
Yeah.
We're having
Yeah.
it break down that into
Yeah.
pigments.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, like Velvet Teddy from MAC.
You heard
Make
it.
a
You
mix.
heard it here first, you
Wow.
guys.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's just with what the line you have. You got to be specific with it. Guide it right to where you.
Whoa! So we could do it with this color that I have on.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
we
do
should
you
tattoo your lips
think
for sure.
that we could ask it this color, then what it wipes down to, and the stain color that it leaves?
Yeah,
pick
and
the
get you
pigment
that
color
goal.
based
And
on
I
it.
feel like that goal, I
Not
could
this
see.
one. This one's too dark. But
It's too
wipe
dark?
it
Yeah, a
off.
little bit.
Oh, but yeah.
And then it leaves it pretty
Yeah, like the
stained.
stain.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
100%.
We have to try it as soon
But
as
this
we
is what
get
they
off
would look
here.
like fresh.
I-
If anybody, this
Yeah.
is usually what your lips look like fresh tattooed. And then they heal down on much more like
Like the stain.
like
Like
the
the
stain.
stain. You're like, yeah, but that's what happens with lip tattooing.
I love it. I
Oh
love
my
it.
gosh. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Hope you found that entertaining, and don't hold us accountable if some shit goes sideways.
Yeah, don't rely on chat for everything.
But yeah, thank you for joining us. And Tanya,
Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.
see you guys.